Kim has something to say. Why is it walking me around here to speak to him? Yes, speak to Kim, please. Game, are you okay?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it?
It's just, well, you look more like a high-flying businessman than a police officer.
Oh, I just thought this is how professional people were supposed to dress.
There's nothing wrong with it per se. It's just a little much. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, no, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Wow. Kim slapping me with the... You know you can do RPG stuff to make the game work, right? Violence, Kim. Violence. Alright, that made me jump. You got me.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door.
It was loud. It was loud. It did jump. Can I try the visual calculus on this again?
A scattering of bullet holes.
Nope. Great. Yeah, it's definitely not right. If I can't figure out what to do though, I mean, like, you just save scum and just call it good. Like, I've got to say, I've got to save at the start of this day. You know, like.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
You know, that's locked. Can't do nothing. Nothing else happening here.
Winter, slow to let go of Rivershell. Flecks some more wet snow from above.
I feel like this is the game being like, okay, you've exhausted stuff, let's just give you some XP. Because I need 20 more, so it's like, here, just have some random thoughts to complete the thoughts to get XP.
The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring. You're warm in your hat and your coat. Like a well-equipped explorer, you comfortably survey the white landscape.
What's below me?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Tell me a secret of the sands, wind.
Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it. But who knows?
Where's Ruby?
Near. Snow falls into dark water. She prays, though she doesn't believe. There is a hum in the air. That's all.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
Alright, but that one I didn't get 5 XP for. All right. Well, we know Ruby ain't here. So I did this and it said it was impossible.
An old door, worn by.
Alright. The washwoman also said it was impossible, like. So I hate to say it, but I do think now we have, like, full on reached the point of very gentle soft lock, in that, like, I'm even running out of just conversation to have. Like, I've got books I can read to pass time, so I don't know if just passing time will, like, allow me to sleep and give them a go again tomorrow or something. Right, I want visual calculus. I forgot I'm wearing such weird stuff. Let's get rid of those and the t-shirt, the shirt, and the horrendous necktie.
The mother of human
83%.
stands above you. Nothing. Just the edge of the crack sparkles in the
How
It may
does
have
this
been
game
writing,
work?
But you cannot make out what it said.
Like, how? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand.
Yes, what is it?
Great. Literally can't talk to her. Can't seem to pass a visual calculus check that I've failed on 4 different occasions with it being over 50%. Make that make sense. I can't even, like, drink alcohol anymore to improve physique if that would unlock it, because I'm sober. I did the sober thought. Can I just arrest these guys instead to push the quest along?
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Here comes the night!
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think? The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore! It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger! I am the rearranger!
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Back to the hardcore! It's
Is it?
hardcore!
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber-dee,
Your cop
Alright, we're just in dialogue loops.
hardcore!
What is it? I mean, really?
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural, Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name.
So this is the
Could
famous.
you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation?
This is
right
the
now?
famous Van Eyck I'm
You
hearing.
know about him?
His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him
You know
speechless.
Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major Egghead.
Wow.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I! So am I!
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh, is that why they call you Egghead?
Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The advent? The cloud. True, hard, full, core! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging in the whirling rags.
Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3! Yakokata! The place to be!
Why is this Yakata the place to be? What does it mean?
Yakokata is a hardcore place!
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Solve the Egghead puzzle. Alright, so this is a quest I can complete.
Hardcore! Hardcore to internally coherent. All core! Alright! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
So
Is it
hardcore.
though?
Is it?
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent.
I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. Yeah!
What is this?
The true. Hard, internally. All core. All right.
Please,
Yeah!
please tell me what you're
Gotta
exactly
get
doing.
the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
I think I'm also a party
Two
boy.
on a track. Watch your back. Watch out for the heart attack.
I have no idea what's
The
happening.
true. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All core. Gotta get the people going.
Yeah, request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
The true. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All core.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried. It isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now you're just idiotic.
But there was a question?
The hard, internally coherent. All
He furrows his
hard.
The question is, what is the question? But there was no question.
But there was. I'm so
The
confused.
Hard, internally coherent. All core. All
he furrows his
hard.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
What is this?
Internally. All
he furrowed
hard.
Is it though?
It
What
is.
is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the
No,
question?
but
There we go.
seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns, then starts bobbing his head back
the
and forth.
skin on your back is crawling. For a second you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Where you said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto, not hardcore.
Wow! Culture cop!
You know me, the culture cop. That will be. Oh, tap that again.
I think you might be right, but how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Try to think if anything could make it harder core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
Wait, I just remembered. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Me being the police isn't actually going to help us. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us.
Oh!
I can't help you with this right now.
Yeah!
Physical instrument, maybe your body can tell you to make it hardcore. Okay, alright. Why are the lungs in the belt
Lungs are
buckle?
for love!
Why would lungs be for love?
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
L'amor, la compassion, la orthomosphile.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good.
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
So you're a communist?
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With a rebel yell!
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with X yelling. I know what you mean.
But I was thinking Revolution imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop too.
Best not to have a communist having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh sure, I can do that. If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand.
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Be a moralist egghead, the balance needs your help.
Aye! It's time to compromise.
Obviously you shouldn't get too hasty with the decision making. Almost there, could use a little bit more something.
Incremental change.
Appropriate.
I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
You feel Jermaine Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic. But it'll have to do for now.
Is your real name Jermaine?
Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Alright, that's 17. Let's see if we can improve it. We've got the thing that gives us the physical, yeah. That's the only one, I think. Yeah. I'll roll on it.
The large head.
Incremental progress. Yet
No.
Did someone say disco?
Did someone say disco? Horrific next time wants to try again.
You know it in your
Let's
lungs
go.
where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
It makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. Hardcore. Hardcore bass. And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really sick so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
No way, I'm not gonna become some sort of a Nordic cop too. I've got enough cop types already. No, I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Alright, I'll see if I come up with something on my own, a citizen investigation. Okay, I'll look into it in official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah. Maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Rue de Saint-Gauche, I've been there.
Oh, I know. I know this. I can tell you where it is.
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that. I could have said that.
and the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
It feels cold.
Does it?
Shake it.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
Sure.
Alright!
He snatches the tape from your hand and attacks it to empty real slot. One hand on his headphones, he listens to the audio, then shaking his head, he says,
No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
"Okay, never mind.
Normal! Stable!
Alright.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes of the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
I mean, this one, show him the sticker.
Oh, wow. Right on your cop ledger. You like it?
It's super cool.
It is cool, but it's also more than that. Much more.
What's it supposed to be?
The dead guy smiling.
Level up! What does the dead guy
It's been
smiling mean?
history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music. Same
Seems
thing.
awesome.
It is. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for? The
Annoyed.
hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He pokes at some sort of widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does that mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
What about now? Are our signs alright now?
You heard me.
Okay, so we now have another task.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Esoterics.
That's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Now, humour me, Andre. What's the founding
Come to
party?
think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
Not
yes.
good.
Goodbye.
Alright, so we leveled up. So we get one more shot. We also picked up another quest. So that is at least something. But if I'm being honest, I feel like I'm just going to have to save Scum. Like I want to use the point on perception to try and land that roll to push 2 quests on, but like, you can crash every MC. But like, I know I should use it just to actually move the game on. So I might have to go against the principles of my own Let's Play and just save Scum to see if we can make it work. Because, I mean, to be fair, it's not about, like, trying to see everything in one go. So, really, I should just use it for the story, right? Let's see if I can... See if the pawn shop guy's got a tape. If not, I'll try and get the tape back from Gar. Also said something about a tape being in a tree here? Or something? Oh, there.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-coloured ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Punch the tree. Pat the tree.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, mankind, be vigilant.
Are you a low net moral worth individual?
You tree-hugging pansy.
Like, you absolutely giving me the business there, Hoffa. Come on now. Let's equip the multi-tool. Have I got anything that does interfacing? I think the gloves? One of the gloves do interfacing?
The gnarled hawthorn tree on
58.
Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, with slow and deliberate motions,
Okay.
pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for?
It's for Egghead. I promised to make his Van Eric's jam hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled.
I think at
Do you
least
think your buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken take if they want to set up a nightclub. I'm not sure, but maybe I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right
You
direction.
could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
I have a tape player though, so can I like not just do it myself? Like, which nice gloves did I have equipped? not use the tape player and the tape. No. Oh, I accidentally just took my pants off. Don't do that. I mean, this is a pants-free stream, but Harry kinda needs his pants. Let's go in the pawn shop and ask the guy then. See if he can rewind it. What item is this?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Roller conceptual. Well, we get a double 6. Okay. Ah, I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says sub-academic rendezvous. The frame appears to be handcrafted, carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the
This
glasses.
is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. All right, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
He's picked up his pace again.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Okay, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Give me those shades you recommend to try them on. I'm gonna buy them. They give me one in the
A
Empire.
man who knows his
Totally
style.
worth it.
Much respect.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Reaction speed, hand-eye
sneakers
coordination,
triumph over them.
encyclopedia.
They're
50 reals, hefty though. These are premium shoes. They're Adidams. They're like Adidas, but you get extra stripe for free. Pretty much.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep
Half
saving
like
that
composure
economy.
7. I almost want to buy the trainers, to be honest. Reaction speed's probably going to be pretty useful. I feel like it's because you can use your equipment to balance out stats that you're not great at, right?
Hello, hello. Let me know
hey,
if I can help you.
Do you know how
with
to fix
anything.
this? Show them the bundle of tape.
You mean Reese Pooley? Yeah, I do, but
Great, could you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
But you think with film tapes all the time, isn't that the same? Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you know the old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I met some young ravers near the place. They want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some weird neo-disco beats there. I promise to help them with that.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It just goes boost, boost, boost. But the tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
This is so daft.
Take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Well, thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I do.
Alright. We are gonna improve this jam. We are gonna make it hardcore. You know what I'm saying? We also now have the fun shades, which I appreciate for Inland Empire. Alright, so I'll be fair. The game, once again, buried in its nooks and crannies, had ever so slightly something worth engaging with. So we once again press on. Alright, let's drop this sick remix.
The large head.
Incremental progress.
And the tape.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
He clicks a switch, the tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him.
Actually, I found
This
it
is
tangled up in the
big.
holophone tree.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Remix! Oh yeah.
Wow! Here's that! The signs match perfectly! Now if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece, like a folk song, something local. Seems you found an initial part with the main melody.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well. Something mysterious is going on here.
Maybe lives around here and just threw a part of the song away because he thought it was crap. Andre's got it. Sounds like a local song remixed.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
You can't just leave it without a bass track.
Honestly, nothing springs to mind right now, but I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane. Proceed with the task.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
So how do we progress this task? Wait, hold on. Wait, there's a new check. Hold on. Oh, that's now unlocked itself for some reason. There's just like enough time passed. This may take a while. Okay. I guess we just can't do that right now then. Alright, chat. I want to, because I'm a Chaos Goblin, put my point into perception and re-roll the headphones task in the hope of progressing 2 quests at once. That said, I'm aware that we should probably not do that. I should probably put it into Safe Fair and try and advance the plot. Am I cheating if I save
It's gonna
Scummet?
calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is
I'm
turning
carrying the amber
southeast.
die.
What's on your mind, officer?
Speaking of, let's Save for now. Anyway. Yeah, good. Alright, we'll save. Let's go back and see what state we're in with it.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
We cannot. It's locked. Survey fair is 3. Minus. Really, I've got nothing that like improves it. Or have I already got it equipped? Oh yeah, so I've got the glasses, they improve it. Right, here we go, I guess.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you.
I couldn't
You
look.
can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
just stand there.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Alright, we're in. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Alright, we're in. Progression. Bonus stream kicking off. The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Martinez 98. Proto-hard. How dare you? How dare you call me proto-hardcore? Equated office furniture, last century. Collapse. Oh, that's the stairs. Whoops. Go back down those, buddy. Door. Yellow thing. Box. Serious, thick, dusty pane of glass.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
How'd they do that and why?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
How'd they do that and why?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that the why is...
Oh, right. I didn't realize that was the same dialogue option. Okay, we need to try and let Kim in somehow. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Uh-oh, hello. Stale fabric, smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
This is pretty hardcore. Bunk bed. Revolutionary's hat. Oh, there's Kim.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Push the doors open. Let's go!
It's much easier from this side. The panels on the rails slide once you dust the sand off. With the help of your partner, from the other side, the doors open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that. Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Not running is a great way to do that.
Alright. Me having already ran around everywhere. Alright, let's do it. This is pretty intense. Are we gonna catch our subject? What's gonna happen? Boot prints in the sand, one of the soles appears more worn than the other. Oh wait, there's wind. Why couldn't I select that before? Small slit with, okay, right, that's great. Alright, get out of the room, please, Harry. Okay, am I happy with my current equipment? Visual calculus, I've picked up postcard. We also got 2 new pieces of clothing. Suggestion, just for the occasion. Friendly neighborhood command. Okay. No actual stat boost. Am I happy with my shoes? Shoes and glasses are the only ones, but honestly, just boots that give perception is not bad. Right, let's follow these steps. Right, this actually looks like a path. Oh, yes, I thought. There's something in the air and a natural buzzing. Tunnel collapsed. Okay, find another way around, that's fine. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Footprints with the right sole worn.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Sounds like a point of no return, boys.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We know of its true intentions and his plans for Martinez. What more is there to do with the Union?
I don't know. Little things. But you're right. We've gotten everything we can from the Union. We even opened that container.
You've been very, very thorough there. Your fingers approve.
We solved the strike deadlock by telling Joyce about the union's
I
plans.
still don't think that was a good idea. But yes, our affairs with the Wild Pines are in order, since she isn't in Martinez anymore.
We did kind of blow it with that one, but also
Someone's
not.
been a very busy boy. Good on you.
Maybe we should look into the Speed Freaks FM mystery.
If you want to do that, then yes. We'd be advised to finish every lead. I don't think we'll have the chance to after...
How bad do you think this could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the
Let's
dark.
try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting for us
I
there?
think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
No turning back. Autosave. It's all kicking off. Honestly, I'm not too bothered about the Speed Freaks FM thing. Concrete pipe. Alright, I'm starting to get a bit.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
Okay.
Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice
Should have
coming
equipped my
through
gun.
the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Bavarius.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
That didn't work.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your
Oh,
partner
the
have been
speakers are
caught
gone.
in its field.
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Look back at Kim.
Right behind you, officer.
Eyes closed, the lieutenant is doubled over. He's still alive and
A
breathing.
pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are
Out of this world.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
This must be how the twins heard the radio in their heads.
There we go.
They must have been standing by when she tested it. She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
What's the goddamn pail anyway?
Pail? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your
I
hands on
built
this
it
thing?
myself.
Nice.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
I love that
Oh,
kid.
yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this
No.
forever?
Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
42
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man you killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
The lieutenant crutches his head, groaning.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden
Fine.
sympathy.
If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows, the pain
She's
lessens.
carrying a two-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences.
Gonna heal?
Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under the floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat on you, by the way, Isabella, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lally?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
So she says she didn't do it, and she doesn't trust you.
Formidable success.
Is it you specifically, or the citizens' militia that she distrusts?
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Friend Kaja really threw you to the wolves. She said you shot Lally. Right, Kaja was the first to share suspicions. When I threatened to arrest her, Kaja broke and she told me everything.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your first guess wasn't entirely off.
Titus and his boys, man. He told us you were on the coast.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He
Love
is
Kim.
trying to make a clean cut of telling her she was betrayed.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is
creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal, I opened them up. Wasn't it you who called me the personal can opener?
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me.
She scoffs.
Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I did it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
You like to hang out on rooftops. You like, I can't pronounce her name, I don't know why.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Are you a girl like her, but you wanted to be more than just friends?
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Claudia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Claudia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Said you only kissed.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Bit crude, but okay.
Just move on.
Cringe from the head-splitting torment. Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Said you threatened?
One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
There are other things I
Go
want to ask
ahead.
about.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops? Do you even have an alibi for when Lily was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
You have a gun?
And?
Where did you get it? I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun, Elsa? I can't quite tell what kind of gun is it.
A Nachtway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
Wince, okay.
Yeah, evidence.
Was he a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
There's nothing more personal that you had against him, perhaps his way with women? Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate it, okay?
Wait for the
I'm
questions.
listening.
You guys hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Are you sure you didn't shoot the
Yes,
Merc?
I'm sure. In fact, the shot couldn't have possibly come from the roof. Otherwise, we would have heard it downstairs.
No one mentioned hearing any shots. And a rifle like the one used would have been loud. She's right. I don't think the shot came from the roof.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
It's 58. Who killed the Merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm. but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened on Sunday night? Tell me your version.
Eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no one to lead. She still wants to retain some control of the situation.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
She said you knew something was wrong immediately?
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Claudia said you seemed to have a plan prepared when you got there. Weird you came with a plan so quickly.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
That's bad that she'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lely herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She
Doesn't
doesn't
want the guilt.
want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill them, why
I
hide?
saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself.
Just gotta stay
Fucking
tough.
hell. And why me?
You hear?
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this? You're trying to win, so throw me off. No one says that.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
She's not wrong.
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me what's my name. If you know about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
Did someone mention a fucked up tie? I call bullshit! You're too crazy to be corrupt!
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All
Oh
of
God,
this
am I
just
corrupt?
means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat?
No,
I'm
it was a
guessing both.
it was a real question. Sorry, I know I was supposed to know all about this, but I lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this, anyway?
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
I thought we had an agreement, she thinks. This was not supposed to happen.
It's getting pretty
She's
tense.
not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Okay, then I have
Yeah?
another question.
What?
You know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
The communist hideout back there?
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp, but I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Okay, this is higher now. So, momentary window of clarity. Let's go for it. Let's go.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
Alright. I'm gonna have to leave you all tenderhooked there for a second because Myra needs the toilet, so I'll be right back. Don't go away. We're pushing this. We're going for it. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So don't go away.